Hi, I'm Suffer Jerome, and thank you so much for checking out my Patreon. I really, really love all my patrons. People come and go. You're not, if you come 1 month, you don't have to stay forever. You can drop your dollar, take a peek, and then move along, whatever you want. Behind the wall, you will see less writing than I'd originally intended. When I first started Patreon, I was writing a chapter a month for a space opera that I'm working on. But because of the way publishing houses and the nature of the internet and the nature of publishing is changing all the time, now publishers consider posting chapters on Patreon as previously published, and I don't want to ruin my chances of getting my space opera published by a traditional publisher, so I took down the chapters, but all the notes are still there, the cue cards. Now and again I do little drawings, and since I can't draw, it's really for you to laugh at and be amused by. Behind the wall, you'll also see the daily struggles of what it's like to be a working artist in Toronto. This is a difficult city to live in when you don't have a lot of money. I do live the total artist life. I do not have a day job. I just I do a lot of different jobs, so you get to see my blogs on what I do. I think I have 7 or 8 little part-time gigs I do here and there. I do background acting, so you guys get to see what shows I'm working on, and people $10 and over get to see my costumes. If I can sneak a picture of my costumes, they're not allowed to take pictures on set and stuff, so you'll never get to see like the stars and stuff. But it's interesting. It's fun work to be a background performer. I really love it. And work's been picking up a lot in Toronto because of all the industry coming here. So I work about once or twice a month, which is considered a lot for someone my age and my weight and such. And so you basically get to see my daily rantings. I blog almost every day. Not sometimes I'll only blog once a week, depending what's happening, but you always know what's going on, because I figure it's my challenge to share with you what's happening. If you're kind enough to support me financially, I'm reporting to you what's going on and how it all goes down. And so you get to see all my crazy part-time jobs. Some of them are weird, some of them are pretty normal, traditional, and you'll definitely hear about what I'm writing. Sometimes I'm able to show you stories that I'm working on. It depends who's going to publish them. When I write short stories, I'm usually invited into an anthology, and so I have a sense of if I can show you the story or not without it affecting the first rights situation. But I do try to share my writing with you, and certainly I share how I pick names. I do the cue card thing, and you see the little cue cards on when I make cue cards for novels. I'm working on 4 novels right now. Well, three novels in a book. The book I don't share at all, it's because it's a pen name, but the 3 novels, I'm there. And people who pledge $10 and over will be thanked in the acknowledgments when they're published. Even if you leave, if you had supported me for more than 4 or 5 months at $10 and up, you will still get your name in the acknowledgments when my space opera finally is finished and traditionally published, because it's my dream for it to be traditionally published, and I hope it is. Then you will have your name in a traditionally published novel. And I'm not sure what all to offer people, because to send stuff in the mail from Canada is hugely expensive. However, there will be higher level patrons. I have some $10 people who've been with me for a couple of years. They definitely would get a hardcover of the book, the book won't be in hardcover, but you know what I mean, like a paper copy of the book and so on. Your pledges allow me to survive. You allow me freedom to make my YouTube videos. I'm on YouTube a lot. I do horoscopes, and I have a Twitch channel. You can watch me at Twitch, Sephora666, where I do free tarot card readings for people. So I figure that's my way of paying people back too. All my patrons are welcome to come and ask as many questions as they want in my lunchtime tarot card readings, and also have different levels of tarot card readings on the platform as well. I think it's $25 and up, where you get a monthly video tarot card reading like I do on Fiverr. And so I really love my patrons. I've been doing this about 3 years now. I keep changing what I do as my interests change, as my life changes, as you know, we all change, and so the platform is different now than when I started, partly because publishing changed, so I can't show that chapter a month anymore. But certainly I show as much as I can, because my goal with Patreon is to show people what it's like to be a writer and the steps we go through, how we feel when we're rejected, how we feel when we're accepted, the struggles of trying to figure out a story. You know, I was saying the other day, like, I don't, you know, I'm trying to figure out where my story begins and ends. That's one of the most difficult parts. When I'm editing other people, that's easy. It's like, yeah, it starts there, ends there. You know, like, that's my job. I've edited over 1,000 books. But as the writer, you're so close to it, it's hard to see. And this is why I always say get an outside opinion. Get, you know, if you're self-publishing, you definitely get an editor for that outside opinion, because it can be difficult to see your own work. I also do horoscopes, romancedailynews.com. They're weekly horoscopes over there, and you get to see them first. Anytime I blog on any of my blogs, you get to see them first. So yeah, so come on in, come check out Patreon. Oh, and also, if you go back far enough, and I have a couple hundred posts up now, but in the posts, amongst those posts, you will find free ebooks, Captured Souls, and some other books I've put up there for free, so you get free copies of those. And also, I teach 2 courses on Udemy, and I teach So You Want to Be a Horror Writer and writing short stories using tarot cards. And if you become a patron to me, you will find coupons in there too to take those courses for free. All right, so I hope that's enticing enough for you. And so come on behind the wall and see what's going on. Bye for now.